The way you're trying to pass is exactly why you keep failing, quitting the 9 to 5. 2 trades and you basically passed phase 1. Now you're down 2%. One loss turns into 2, 2 turns into 4. And still 2,000 to 4,000 a month, you're likely to lose it anyway. They'll save you months, even years. Stop rushing from challenges. The way you're trying to pass is exactly why you keep failing. And if you ever found yourself overtrading, forcing setups, or getting close to passing and then losing it all, then this is something you need to hear. Everyone talks about making money from funded accounts, quitting their 9 to 5, hitting big payouts. And a lot of people will tell you to be aggressive on challenge, to risk more, pass fast, and get funded quickly. But what if that first trade loses? Let's say you've got a 50k funded account. You risk 2% per trade. That's 1,000. And with 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, one trade could make you 2,000. 2 trades and you've basically passed phase 1. Sounds easy, right? But what if that first trade loses? Now you're down 2%. And this is where most traders actually mess up. They go into revenge mode. They start over trading. They start forcing setups. One loss turns into 2, 2 turns into 4. And before you know it, the account is gone. So instead of rushing, train yourself from the beginning. Treat your challenge account like it's already your funded account, like your freedom depends on it. Because realistically, it does. Now think about it properly. On a 50k account, making just $100 to $200 a day might sound small, but this is where you build discipline. This is where you build consistency. You're not going to stay at $100 to $200 forever. Over time, you can increase it. But even if you didn't, that's still 2,000 to 4,000 a month from just one account. Now imagine doing that across 2, 3, or even 4 accounts. You're looking at 4 to 800k, even 10k plus a month. That's how you start escaping the 9 to 5. Because realistically, in the UK, for example, the average person is making around $2,000 a month. Sorry, £2,000 a month. So even at 4,000, you're already making equivalent of 2 salaries. And once you build that consistency over a few months, you can start stacking up accounts. Some accounts you keep low risk, maybe, $100 to $200 a day. Others you could, increase gradually, 200, 300, maybe even more. But the key is you build up to that level. You don't jump into it because as your discipline grows, your psychology adapts to bigger numbers. So when you increase your risk slowly, you're not putting yourself under pressure. You're in control. Part most people don't talk about. If you rush to pass, even if you get funded, you're likely to lose it anyway because it's all psychology. If you made 8%, let's say in 2 or 3 days to pass your challenge, your mind gets trained to believe that's actually normal. So when you get funded, there will be a moment where you think, I made that in a few days. What is stopping me from doing it again? And that's where the real danger starts. You start pushing, you start forcing trades, you start stepping outside your plan, or you might even increase your risk, just to replicate what you basically did in your challenge phase. And before you even realize, within a flash, the funded account is gone. Trust me, I have been there, and I know many people who have been there as well. Honestly, it happens. We're humans, we're not perfect. Even experienced traders go through this. But the real difference is how you train yourself from the beginning. If you rush the process, you lose it faster. But if you build discipline and consistency, when you finally get funded, you'll actually keep it. Now compare that to a rushing challenge. Trying to make 5 to 10% or more in just a few days. If you stay consistent and you could pass phase 1 in around 5 to 6 weeks. Phase 2 might take another few weeks. So let's just say in about 2 to 2.5 months, you're funded. Yeah, it might sound, a bit long process, but it will benefit you in the long run. And more importantly, you'll be ready. So stop comparing yourself to people making crazy numbers online. You don't know what's behind the scenes. Some people get lucky. They gamble, hit big, make 20k, 30k, 40k, whatever number might be. And then, they disappear for months because that approach doesn't last. That's not trading. That is pure gambling. So instead, build properly. Start with one account, trade it slowly, get a payout, then scale, add another account, repeat the process. Over time, you can have low risk accounts for consistent income, medium risk account, or even higher risk accounts if you choose to. But all of that comes after you've built consistency. And consistency is built step by step without rushing. And if you're someone who is not consistent yet, following a proper plan and a risk management from the beginning will save you months, even years of frustration. So ask yourself this question. Are you trying to pass a challenge as fast as possible, or are you trying to actually become a consistently profitable trader? Because those two are completely different paths.